artificial intelligence is evolving faster than our ability to understand it. Just last year, AI systems made over 300 billion decisions affecting human lives, from medical diagnoses to financial approvals, and most people didn't even realize it. That's a staggering number. And it really makes you wonder about how deeply AI is already woven into our daily lives. You know what's even more fascinating? The way we're developing emotional relationships with these systems. I actually caught myself apologizing to my robot vacuum the other day after accidentally kicking it. Let me guess, you probably think I gave it a name too. Well, Dustin has feelings too. But here's what's really interesting. While we're anthropomorphizing our gadgets, we're actually standing at the threshold of something much bigger. We're moving from narrow AI toward what experts call AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, and potentially beyond that to ASI, or Artificial Superintelligence. Though I have to point out that there's quite a gap between apologizing to vacuum cleaners and creating something smarter than all of humanity combined. That's exactly right, but the progression is happening faster than most people realize. According to recent studies, AI systems are now outperforming human experts in over 80% of specialized tasks they're trained for. From medical diagnosis to financial trading, those numbers are pretty eye-opening. What about the impact on jobs? I've seen some concerning predictions. Well, the World Economic Forum estimates that by 2025, AI will create 97 million new jobs while displacing 85 million existing ones. But here's what's fascinating. It's not playing out like simple replacement. Instead, we're seeing this evolution, where AI is fundamentally changing the nature of work itself. So is it more about transformation than replacement, you ask? Well, exactly. Take healthcare, for example. AI isn't replacing doctors, but it's becoming an incredibly powerful diagnostic tool. Studies show AI can now detect certain types of cancer with 95% accuracy, compared to 88% for human radiologists. But the best results come when they work together, reaching 99.5% accuracy. That's actually quite encouraging, though I imagine there are still significant concerns about privacy and data security. Oh, absolutely. Recent surveys show that 78% of people are worried about how their data is being used by AI systems. And it's not just privacy. We're seeing growing concerns about algorithmic bias too. One study found that some AI hiring systems were showing up to 40% bias against certain demographic groups. Those are some sobering statistics. So how do we address these challenges while still moving forward? Well, that's where the human element becomes crucial. We need to ensure these systems remain aligned with human values and interests. The IEEE Global Initiative on Ethics of AI estimates that only about 30% of current AI development includes robust ethical considerations. That seems surprisingly low given the potential impact of these technologies. It really is. And as we move toward AGI, these considerations become even more critical. Current projections suggest we might achieve AGI within the next 10 to 30 years, though estimates vary widely. Some experts give it a 50% chance by 2040. That's sooner than many people might expect. So what are the key things we need to be considering? Well, beyond the technical challenges, we need to think about the societal implications. Studies show that AI decision-making already influences about 70% of global financial transactions and about 35% of hiring decisions in major companies. Those numbers really drive home why we need to be having these conversations now, don't they? And here's something interesting. Research shows that when people understand these systems better, their anxiety about AI actually decreases by about 40%. That's why having these discussions, even when we include humour about our robot vacuum friends, is so important. Speaking of which, how is Dustin handling all this attention? Well, his performance metrics show a 2% increase in corner dust collection, so I'd say he's handling the fame pretty well. But in all seriousness, whether we're teaching our robot vacuums manners or designing systems that might one day surpass human intelligence, we need to keep this human perspective in mind. Now that's a perfect way to frame it, if I say so myself. balancing progress with humanity. Because ultimately, this isn't just about artificial intelligence. It's about human intelligence, human values, and human society. And the decisions we make now will shape not just our future, but potentially the future of intelligence itself.